The Florida Everglades are internationally famous for alligators, but now there's a new king, the Burmese Python. These snakes are devastating our native wildlife. 99% of the fur-bearing wildlife are gone. Doing nothing is not an option.
Oh shit, right there, right there.
And now I've made it my mission to take out these invaders.
Hey, where you at? Where you at? Travis!
Right here!
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
Rolling. That's what it's all about right here. My name's Trapper Mike. I'm known as the Python Cowboy. I sleep out in the Florida Everglades and I hunt big ass snakes. So I just got a call from a Miccosukee Indian I know. And I guess word around town is this area out in the Everglades is totally ran over by snakes. So much so that the local Miccosukee are scared to go in the area. They kind of treat it like the snake's a curse. So they said that the area's slap full of snakes. And not only that, but there's a monster out there. So we're gonna go and get her. So when you're looking for pythons, the main thing you're looking for is their pattern. It stands out from everything else. There's nothing down here that looks like a python. They got a shine to it. They got a real beautiful exotic look, and it stands out, you know, whether just a piece of the snake is showing or what. You look for that little bit of shine, and you look for that little bit of pattern. And you know, while we're talking right now, if something were to happen, because people kind of take it as a joke sometimes, but there's real shit out here. You know, it's really no joke. These snakes can kill you, an alligator can kill you, a lot can go wrong. I have a Glock up here on the dash. It's loaded, ready to go. Just bring that down. Don't freak out. Put the gun directly to the animal's head. Try not to shoot me, and double tap it if you have to. But it's important, you know, for you to know that.
Yeah, got it, man.
All right, good, man. I can count on you, right?
Yep.
All right. You know, we should be seeing raccoons, we should be seeing possums, otters, we should be seeing a lot more birds, hogs, deer even, and you know, as you see, there's nothing out here. Everything's gone. It's all been turned into snake shit, basically. And it's sad to see, you know, I love our native wildlife, and our native wildlife is a big part of how I make my living, and it's just, you know, it's terrible, and that's why, you know, that's kind of why I've gotten involved with it. It's just, you know, I can't sit around while this invasive species totally wipes out all of my native wildlife. Oh shit, right there, right there. You see him? Come up here. Do you see him? These animals are so tough that I'm forced to go hands-on with them. Little guy. This is on the smaller size of what we normally catch.
Beautiful snake. Looks like it probably just shed recently. This is probably about a little over 6 foot. They're so tough and their brain is actually so small, and you have to hit it directly to even phase them. Guns just isn't an option. I catch them all alive with my bare hands, and that's the most secure way to get them out of the Everglades and out of our ecosystem. All right, that's it. As soon as I got them like that, it's over. Let's go get the next one. Woo! These reptiles, they can lay 100 eggs at a time at a year. And you know, once a year, that's a lot. There's a lot of snakes out here and they're multiplying at an incredible rate. At this point, it's not an elimination effort. It's just not possible. It's a control and management effort. We're stopping the spread from spreading to other parts of Florida, and we're managing the current population of pythons. You know, it's a real serious situation, and it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's a state of emergency. So on the way to the spot we're going, there's a real cool abandoned facility. It was used during the Cold War in the effort to get to space. It was actually, I think the company was called Aerojet. And it's a little spooky out there. There's a lot of snakes out there, and I think it'd be a real cool area for us to check out. We're here driving back in the restricted area, and we see this. Someone took a lot of time to neatly make an arrow out of rocks pointing down that road there, which just so happens to be the road that we're going down. So I'm gonna scan, take a look with my thermal binocular, and see if there's anybody out there, what the hell's going on. I found dead dogs out here that are fresh off a dog fight. I found dumped cars that were in a crime. And this area specifically is notorious for gang crime and different things like that. So it's just a little spooky that we see this here. But we're gonna keep going and hopefully everything will be all right. This is the start of the buildings here at Aerojet. I don't know what these were used for, but rocket shit, I guess. There. Let's hop out and check them out. Check this first one out. Pythons like it in there. It's a nice warm climate. Gets them out gets them outside. Python.
Camera on? Camera on?
Yeah. Oh, come on, big girl. Told you we'd find one here. So when you capture these things, you know, you got to be ready to battle. They'll lay there. They're not scared of you. They're not going to move unless, you know, they have a real reason to. And they're on the top of the food chain. There's no other predator out there for them. As soon as I put my hand on them, it is go time. They're gonna fight. They come right back, try to strike at me. When I dodge their strikes, they'll start curling up on my arm. Damn, that bitch just squeezed the fuck out of me. When they do that, they spray musk and poop all over me. It'll leave me stinking out here in the glades for a few days. And yeah, it's a real battle. It's like WWF in the swamp, you know what I mean? It's, especially when you get a big one. You get a 13, 14, 18-foot snake, it's no joke. If you're out here by yourself and it gets around your neck, that could be it. This is what's eating our Everglades. It's eating all of our native wildlife. This beautiful, beautiful snake. It was great we caught that snake, man. It kind of sucks it wasn't that big, but you know, a python out the Everglades is good no matter what. Let's see what else we can go get tonight. We're getting real close to the place we want to be at. We got one more gate to get through up here. I think this guy that called me, he might be onto something here. It's kind of looking even more snaky as we get there. So we're coming up in the area now. They're doing a bunch of construction out here on the levee out here in the Everglades. It's all, you know, water management and giving access to different areas. And I guess they've been seeing a lot of snakes out here, and a real big one. Yeah, look, they're piling up all this limestone gravel out here. They dig this up to build canals and little reservoirs and things like that, and they pile it up here, I guess. Don't even look like there was a swamp here. Man changes everything. I think I might want to get down and walk around a little bit here. Yeah, let's do that. Grab it!
Where you at?
Right here! It's a good one. It's a good one, man. Get ready. Shit goes south, you got my back.
Yeah, holy.
I don't know if this is the one, but it's a good looking snake. This ain't no small one. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. I got her. That's a good one.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
What? Keep rolling. That's what it's all about right here. This thing right here, to get this big, I don't even want to think about how many animals it's eating. This right here is the problem. This right here is why everything's getting out of the Everglades. Look at the size of this fucking thing. This is at least a 16-foot snake. God damn, this thing's strong. Whew. Believe it or not, this snake's actually really skinny. It should be twice as big as this, big around. It almost looks like, yeah, it's a female. This snake just came off the nest. What they do is they lay nest and they'll sit on it until the eggs hatch. And as soon as the eggs hatch, they leave the nest and they go search for their first meal. I got her before she got her first meal, thank God. Woo! Look at this fucking monster. One more out the glades. You big bitch. That's what it's all about, boys, right here. This thing's easily over 100 pounds. Easily. All right, so I'm gonna need your help bagging this thing, Travis.
All right.
She's wrapping up on me.
All right, I'm gonna grab the bag.
Yeah. She's crushing my leg.
Oh shit.
So we had a real epic night tonight. We got a couple good snakes. We got the big one we came for. I'm really glad I followed up on this and we came out here. But this is my home, you know. This is how I make my living. I make my living off of wildlife, and I was born and raised in it. And it's, you guys wouldn't believe what driving 4 nights in that truck, staring at the ground in the middle of the swamp will do to you. Getting eaten up by mosquitoes, and it'll drive you freaking crazy, man. So, you know, it's something you gotta love. It's something you gotta have a real personal mission. For me, that's saving the Everglades. I think we should call it a night maybe after that one there, bud. The leg bleeding, dripping wet. Ain't no joke wrestling one that big, I'm telling you right now. Whew! That's what separates the men from the boys. I'm ready for some sleep and cold ice Yeti. Let's get out of here.
Please subscribe to the Wizard of Oz TV.